Gary, it always feels like a bit of a monumental day, the fixture release day, and you can sort of plan for the next 9 months. Fixture's been released, and we take on Doncaster Rovers away first game of the season. A team newly promoted, so they're going to come into that in good confidence, I imagine.
Yeah, Gilly was a nervous wreck this morning when he gets them early, and it's embargoed until 12. But we all know now what the season looks like. We know when the games are. And yeah, the first trip, long away trip to Doncaster, a team that's just came up, which we have a lot of hard work to do before we get there, but we'll look forward to that game with real anticipation. I always think it's the start of a new season full of hope and expectation for every club, and we're really looking forward to it when it comes around.
Speaking of things to look forward to, the Devon Derby returns this season. Some of your fans and players to all kind of relish. Yeah,
I'm fortunate I've been involved in two. They were both tremendous occasions. Ultimately disappointed in how they finished, but I thought we played extremely well in both of them. But I know that in derbies they're about winning, that you have to give your supporters the bragging rights in Devon, and this year we will do our very best to make sure in those games we get really positive results, because like I said, I've experienced it, I know what it means, I know how passionate our supporters are for those games, and there'll be brilliant games when they come around.
And we're away on Boxing Day for the first time, I think, in about 8 seasons. Tasty looking trip to Cardiff City as well.
Yeah, again, a really big game. It's one of probably the bigger games, a team that's coming down, big stadium, big club who've been in the Premier League. Again, the level we're at shows, there's so many clubs have been in the Premier League. There's huge clubs at this level now, and Cardiff are one that'll be a really tough challenge, but a really good occasion on Boxing Day, albeit it would probably be better if we were at home, but it was always probably going to fall away at some point, and it's came this year, and we'll look forward to that. Big game, big stadium, and normally at that time of year, big crowds with the Christmas holidays.
We face AFC Wimbledon this year for the first time in a few seasons, and outside of football, it's a great occasion for two fan-owned clubs to come together and show off the best of being supporter-owned.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant that both clubs have managed to fight their way up to this level and face the challenge. We'll be two of the smaller clubs at the level, so when we play each other there'll be big games, they'll be competitive for the points, but I think it'll be a good occasion to show what our models look like and show how you can be successful. Both clubs can be successful with that model.
Are there any other games personally that you're looking forward to the most next season?
No, I think that you always look at the first game, the last game. I think it's good the last game's at home. I love going round the supporters, and last season we still had a game to go, and it didn't have the same feel. I think this year, with it being the last game again, it's a brilliant occasion. The Devon derbies are always good. The second one's on my birthday weekend, so hopefully that's a big celebration. But we have to play everyone twice, we have to be prepared, and we have a lot of work to do before that first game comes around.
We're currently in the stadium, and the pitch itself is looking like it's coming along nicely. It's got a month today until we play Swansea in that pre-season friendly here. Are you pretty happy with how that's looking?
Yeah, Chaz and the boys do a brilliant job over the summer. They have obviously the pitch here, but the pitches at the training ground, what they've done, we have pop-ups at the training ground now, and the improvement we've made year on year is quite incredible, and it's testament to them that we can get such good playing surfaces. Last year the pitch obviously suffered with the amount of games, and it's something we'll address to make sure that the pitch is as good at the end of the season as it is at the start. And the boys, whatever the weather, whatever the conditions, even last season when it became difficult, they work extremely hard to give us the best we can get, and it looks like it's going to be back to its best come that Swansea game.
We're just coming up to the first week of pre-season training being completed. How happy have you been with how that's gone so far?
Yeah, it's been great. The boys have been really good, worked hard, done all their testing, and now the hard work really starts. We've had also the kind of social day at Greendale. It was a recovery day, and we try and do lots of different things and affect the players in different ways. Physically is obviously one of the main things we look for in pre-season and getting them ready, but there's so much more goes into pre-season than just the physical aspect of it. We have tactics and the technical level, social, psychological. We try and cover everything, and we've covered a lot so far, and we still have a lot to do come the start of the season.
A few comments on the post yesterday on Greendale, people not quite understanding why the players may have recovery days. Can you just kind of explain, how this works at this time of year?
Yeah, now with sports science and everything, the data we can get with the stats, sport, the packs that they wear, we know so much about every individual player and what they can basically put through their body every day, and we can't just, it's gone are the days where you bring them back and just run them first day. I said to the boys, one of my first pre-seasons at Newcastle was 1,000 metres and then training after it, and if we'd done that now, it would be to the detriment of the players. So we need to, put them high at different days and then bring them down, so that today they're doing a double day, which will be extremely hard. Tomorrow they're starting at 6 o'clock in the morning and have another really hard day, then a park run on Saturday. So every day is slightly different, and we were very clear on how we periodise their week to physically get them in peak condition, not just again for the start of the season, but for a 10-month season, and keep progressing them all the way through that.
You're about to embark on your third full season in charge here at St James Park. What is it about the club that you find so special?
I think it's an amazing club. I think the challenge every year, the story of where we've been and where we've came from in recent history is remarkable. What we're doing right now, to have 4 seasons at League One, is a huge achievement, but that the challenge never stops. We always want to do more, we always want to improve, and that for me as a manager and for the club is a really exciting prospect and an exciting challenge that I love every single day, with the players pushing them and trying to make it better. You're
busy in the transfer window already, bringing in John Lee at the start, then Luca, Ryan and Ethan, so the squad's really starting to take shape.
It is, yeah, and we look back at last season and where we were with signings, and we're probably slightly ahead this year in terms of numbers, and we're really happy with the quality. We're happy with the ages as well. We wanted to try and get younger players and become a real hungry, dynamic team, and so far every player's under 24, so that shows the recruitment model that we've kind of looked for this season, and hopefully we can continue to do that right throughout the summer transfer window.